Welcome to the FMLS Market Intel Report. I'm Leslie Appleton Young, Chief Economist for FMLS. In the last few months, we've witnessed something unusual in the housing market: more inventory and flat or even slightly declining sales. Typically, more inventory would push prices down a bit, increasing affordability, bringing more buyers into the market, and driving more sales. Today, not so much. While prices are moderating, the overall cost of housing remains high, and the scarcity of affordable or attainable housing looms ever larger. The remedy is both simple and incredibly complex: build more houses. The housing shortage is real. Based on population growth and household formation, the U.S. has been underbuilding for at least 15 years. Today, it is estimated that the actual housing shortage lies between 3.7 million and 5.5 million units, depending on the methodology. What we know for sure is that it's a big number, and it's not getting better. Pulte Group CEO Ryan Marshall noted, while interest rate movements can impact short-term home buying demand, long-term market dynamics continue to benefit from a structural shortage of homes caused by years of underbuilding. More recently, housing starts nationwide peaked at 1.78 million in 2022, dropped to 1.37 million last year, and as of April, we're down 1.7% year over year. Clearly, things are not moving in the right direction. What's going on? Challenges faced by builders include labor shortages, rising material costs, and a myriad of regulatory hurdles. A 2024 survey by the Associated General Contractors of America highlighted concerns over rising interest rates and construction costs directly impacting project timelines and affordability. I am pleased to report that Georgia is doing a better job building than many other parts of the country. In recent years, strong population growth and economic expansion have fueled housing demand, in part driven by the relative affordability of housing in the state. While this edge has been eroded by the robust increases in home prices in the past few years, the state's housing market remains relatively affordable. The median home price in the greater Atlanta market is close to $460,000, higher than the national median of $418,000, but well below housing prices in Metro New York, almost $600,000, Los Angeles, slightly over $1 million, and Washington, D.C. at $650,000, these being the top 3 metro areas for migration into Georgia. The state's construction of new units has outpaced national trends as strong demand, lower land costs, a friendlier regulatory environment, and strategic investments in infrastructure and sustainability have largely supported building. According to the Realtor.com state report card based on housing affordability and home building, Georgia receives a solid B, putting it in the top 10 nationwide. Georgia issued approximately 22,943 new residential construction permits just for the metro Atlanta area last year, up 12% over 2023, and the first annual rise since 2021. Statewide, building permits for new housing units reached a little over 6,000 in April 2025, up 11% from March, and a steady upward trend. And yet, even here, more and more households are finding homeownership simply out of reach. Realtor.com's Let America Build campaign was launched earlier this year to shine a spotlight on the U.S. housing shortage and advocate for meaningful policy change. It advocates for policy reforms and increased housing development to close the estimated 4 million home supply gap in the U.S. Recalling a quote from Mark Zandi, chief economist of Moody's Analytics, The housing shortage is the biggest economic crisis that no one is talking about. The failure to build enough homes over the past 15 years is driving up rents, worsening inequality, and limiting economic mobility. Surely we should all be on board. Take a look at market intel on the FMLS website to access the most current market statistics. They are updated weekly. If you're interested in resources relative to our market dynamics and want to dive into local markets, we've got you covered. For FMLS Market Intel, this is Leslie Appleton Young. I'll see you next time.